Good morning, everyone. 8Bits here with a happy Monday. Yes, I know, it's Monday, and I can say it's happy. And Homeless, you are first. This is like multiple days in a row. It's pretty exciting. So, Homeless, how did yesterday go for Homeless Junior? I know you were setting up and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So hopefully the day went well. We had a good day yesterday. All right, let me get some music going. There. All right. I don't have a whole lot of game news. Yesterday though, Jimin did stream Elder Scrolls Online, and it was a lot of fun. She had a good time. It went really well, a little chaotic, but well, I mean, you know, it's like birthday stuff. They're supposed to be chaotic. So I figure that's like right on par with what it needs to do, right? But all right, so yesterday after stream, I started putting together, and Jeepin helped. But we got the grill put together. And then I got the grill outside, and I don't know. The way I was carrying it, whatever, I guess I broke some blood vessels in my finger or something. Because, like, my one finger is, like, more puffy right here than the others. And a little black and blue. So, yeah. But the grill's all put together, so I think she's planning to have me use that today for her cooking stream later today. And that means that we're gonna have to get some propane and get it all set up, but it should be good. On top of that, last night we went to a speakeasy bar, and it was really cool, right? So the top is funny enough, the top is a liquor store now, and you walk in and you talk to the guy, and then he takes you around to the back area, and there is a cooler door. You walk in the cooler, and then you go in, and then you go around like through another, like around a corner and down the stairs, and then you come to the speakeasy. And it was fun. It was pretty nice. You know, they do all the stuff there. They make all the like the bitter stuff. They do they shave the ice. They do all kinds of cool stuff. All sort of old school bar stuff. Yeah, good old speakeasy, right? Here. I think I got it. Hold on. Homeless, we have a video, right? And so this is, you know, the shade dude who is hanging out in the liquor store up top, right? But when you go in, let's see if it works. Yeah, so you walk into the cooler, right? And now, I mean, it doesn't have other stuff there, but there's around the corner and then down the stairs, which used to be 100% hidden, but now you come down the stairs, and then as you go around the corner, you come to where the bar is, and the bar looks like that. Not super big, but it has like couches, a couple tables, some chairs, you know, simple bar stools, nothing major, but it was neat. It was neat. It was fun to go to. So that is the speakeasy bar we went to last night. Yep. All right. And as always, you can join the web whiteboard and come in and draw if you want, or when we're working on game dev stuff, help with some game dev design. I am turning up those sound alerts a little bit. I heard it, but there we go. All right, Sophie Treat. She's excited. Thank you, Homeless, for doing the Sophie Treat and a dungeon. Sneak in and join on you with the dungeon. But it was fun. Double whammy. Yep. Yeah, the speakeasy bar was neat, right? You know, and the drinks were good. I of course like old fashions, and they make a really good old fashioned. And so I had that. And then she tried 2 different drinks, and I can't remember what they were, but she seemed to like them. They were good. Yep. All right. I just had a thought and I forgot it. Oh wait, no. I didn't get a chance yet. I've been doing so many things this weekend. I didn't get a chance yet to play No Man's Sky's new expedition. And it's already been going for like 2 weeks, right? So you have like 4 weeks left, I think. And then you should be able to get into it. So the No Man's Sky, the Swarm, is the current expedition. And Silver Eclipse, good morning. It is nice to see you. All right. So the Swarm is the current expedition on No Man's Sky, and it looks a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to playing it. And today I will be starting it, so I can get caught up and stuff, because I want the new armor, right? Oh, and they're also advertising Light No Fire, although there has been no word about when it's coming out. Because of all the increased amount of advertising, the rumor is it's going to get announced this year, right? So, hopefully. But this is the armor set that the No Man's Sky expedition is doing. Silver, it's good to be up early so you can catch my stream. Excellent. I appreciate it. Yeah, the armor looks neat. And like I said, the expedition's still going for about another 4 weeks. So anyone that plays No Man's Sky, you can still get in and still take part in this. All right. But yeah, and the speakeasy was fun last night. So that was neat. We like going and finding new things, right? And just exploring a little bit. But outside of that, I did work on the game a little bit. So we might as well drop over. And there we are. And show the things, right? So I have it fixed now. I don't really know how what fixed it. It became a problem, right? So I undid all the code. Everything that I did yesterday, I just undid it. I'm pretty sure. Good morning, Kelvar. I think what happened was in the same essential step, right? So every frame, right? It was not only it was creating it, but also deleting it all at the same time because it was still in the same frame. I think that's what happened. Because when I was deleting things, I was like, where did this code come from? And then I barely remembered writing it yesterday. I was like, okay, that had to be where it is because it works now. So if we start the game and I take you in and I'll show it to you, it's working or was working. Oh no, this isn't working. Oh, all right. You and you go away. I'm updating the inventory. So that's what I was doing before stream here and messed that up a little bit. Inventory is getting a much bigger update. All right, let's wait for OBS. There it is. All right, so you come in the game, right? You go in, and what we're going to do is we need to give ourselves experience enough to jump up to level 4. Then we have skill points available. So we'll increase our skill points or our hit points by 10. And this is the one, the restoration. We activate it, right? So now, when you go into a fight, you got to go. The first fight always has this tutorial, but we can just hit T to turn it off. We'll end turn, take some damage, so I can show it. All right, so we took 3 points of damage, right? We're at 62 out of 65. When I end turn here, you should see a little green number come off the guy, and we'll heal up. Okay, it didn't work. It was working. Now... Oh, silly me. I have to be in the green. I just can't end and turn. All right. I am now in the green here. We're at 59 out of 65, right? So now, if I end turn, we should see a green number come off the player, and then it'll heal me up. So it healed me by 2, and it brought me to 61 out of 65. I just took 3, so it brought me back down to 58. So it is working. It's healing for 3% of your total health. Yeah. But it's working. There was 2. I think the numbering's off a little bit, but it's healing. Well, maybe not. 10% of like 65 is 6.5. That's 10%. So 3%, yeah, would be right. It'd be about 2. And Silver coming in with a Sophie treat. There she is. She is super happy. You want to sit? Sit. There we are. All right. She appreciates that. She loves her treats. No, that's it. You gotta wait. No more. All right. So, if it works, it needs fixing now. No, true. It works, which means I'll probably end up messing it up somewhere, and we'll fix it. But for now, it's good. I'm gonna sneeze. Man, that was like a false positive sneeze. I was like, oh, I'm gonna sneeze, and no, I didn't sneeze. Oh well. All right. Anyways, don't you hate those? Like the fake sneeze. You're like, oh, and you start doing like the inhale of you're like, I'm gonna sneeze, and no. Just kidding. It didn't happen. All right. So yeah, it fixed. Like I said, I deleted all the code. I found extra stuff that I wrote yesterday that was conflicting with the other stuff, and I'm assuming that was probably the problem. And what? I hear it. Maester, welcome in, and thank you for the sub. You love the jingle? Yeah. I appreciate the sub. Thank you. It's nice to see you here. I know you're working for doing your work stuff today. All right. So, like I said, I deleted some code yesterday and redid everything, and it works. So I really can't explain it other than that. What? Silver. Thank you for the sub for 13 months. 13 months. That's a lot. Hype train. Look at that. I haven't had a hype train in a while. You know, we just don't, game dev, you just don't get a lot of hype trains. Right, Sophie? You get all excited for those, huh? Fireball. Yes. I'm hearing half my alerts. Or I'm hearing the alerts, but I'm not really seeing the stuff for it. And maybe I'm missing it. I might be missing it. But I appreciate all the bits. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. And Silver with a 40-bit. I appreciate that. And why is this being weird? I'm trying to log into my sound alerts. And let's see why or what it's doing. So oh, this is the Twitch. All right. There we are. Now I'm in there. Okay. Except maybe that'll fix it. And we'll get some of the picture stuff back with the sound alerts. Maybe. But I appreciate all the bits. They're cool. Macer, already back to work for you. Have me tabbed up. I appreciate it. And Kelvar, one thing, if you commit often, is to examine the changes since the last commit. It can point you to the error sometimes. You know what? I didn't even think about using that. I committed like the stuff yesterday. What is going on? What? Silver. Look at all that. 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I appreciate that. So, Paladins, Homeless Meat, Crazy Bearded One, Ogo, and Tomat all got gifts. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Silver, thank you. Thank you so much. And we're on a level 3 hype train. That's just awesome. So, yeah. The Homeless Me got one. Yep. Homeless Me got one. Crazy Bearded One, Tomat, and Olgo and Paladins. Yep. Excellent. I appreciate that. Thank you for all that. All right. You know what? That may even be, I think this might be my highest hype train. Like I said, we don't normally see these things in game dev, but thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so we have the healing works. So the skill that allows you when you're in green to end your turn and heal, right? Works pretty good. I think 3% is maybe a little low. So I think we're... Now I had a hiccup. I think we're going to adjust it. But what I was working on is this. When... It will come up here so nothing interrupts us. Yeah, it says new record. I know. A level 3 I've never had. Look at that. You are setting records everywhere, Silver. That you are. All right. I attempted to try to use open my inventory. That was probably a bad idea because I'm not finished with it and it just broke. So let's come in here and try to figure it out. All right. all I did was hit I to open up my inventory. I have the wrong slot sizes built into it, and we just got to fix it. But I can show you sort of the idea behind the new one, right? This is the new inventory look. And it has now 12 slots for normal items and 6 slots for your gear. So once I assign it, you'll be able to have like the helm, a chest piece, a boots, and gloves. And those will fill here, plus your weapon. And then this white box right here is going to be where your stats are. So it's all going to be cool stuff. All right. Let's try to think. If we look at this again, my quick slot X. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm removing the quick slots. And that's where my stuff is. So this right here all probably just needs to be taken out, right? Because I'm eliminating it. It doesn't need to be there. So just to test it, let's make this all go like that. And hype train open. Everybody has a chest. What'd you get? Oh, look at that. I got a recorder, like a epic clip emote. Check that out. I appreciate it. I don't know. What's everybody doing today? Like, what's on everyone's agenda? Homeless. Okay, you're back. Did I hear there was a hype train in the distance? There was, and Silver led the way in the hype train. And we now completed a new record on a hype train. Yep. And I believe, Homeless, you were in the list. She gifted subs, and you got a sub. So, cool stuff, right? All right, let's run this again. Try to open up inventory, see if it breaks. If it doesn't break, we'll go ahead and delete all this. All right, wait for OBS to see it. There it is. Come here. Hit I. There. Look. This is slowly becoming the new inventory system, right? What it's going to be is I want it to be like this. There. That is what I want it to look like, right? All the blue slots are going to be your equipment, and all the orange slots are going to be your everyday items. Kelvar, more Unity ECS stuff today for you. Excellent. Yeah, we had all kinds of stuff this morning. But I think the inventory is starting to look nice, right? Speaking of Silver, you are hanging out on stream here. I see you wandering around over here. Yep. All right. The goat emoji with the glowing like sunglasses on. That's awesome. All right, so that is how my inventory is going to look. Like I said, I've started. Is that cool? Oh wait, you're in the game? Yes. You are in the game here, so it's cheaping. You're right here. You're right there. See? And Homeless is in the game. Homeless Junior's in the game. Then we have Starfish in here somewhere. We got Panuch in here. We have Brent Brother. Kelvar's in here. We got everybody in the game. Right? So, like, if we go to over here to the harbor and make our way down over near where some of the sheep are, right? Check it out. We got Homeless and a pint-sized Homeless Junior wandering around, wearing a gas mask because it gets a little stinky in here. But, yes, they are hanging out with the sheep. And look, we have baby sheep. See the baby sheep right here? There's a couple different sheep in different sizes. We got some here. And I know we got some more down here. Right? But yes, hazmat situation, you must wear your gas mask. All right, let's head back over. Here's good. But yeah, inventory is currently what I'm working on. And I think it's coming along pretty good. I like the way it looks. What's not fixed is the way it looks when you go talk to a shopkeeper. Right? So we'll go talk to Brewer. And we'll go in here to Mott. Good morning, Mott. Welcome in. I'm glad I have a gas mask because it is stinky in here. It is. It's just coming out of nowhere. So, you know. All right. In the game, let's open up this. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, it looks a little weird still with opening it in here. That's fine. But inventory itself is starting to look much nicer. Behind you as a fan, yeah. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. I do have a gas mask over here on the shelves. So, you know, in the event of an emergency, if I need it, it's right here. It's good. Right? And Tumont, you just missed it. I was showing the baby sheep. So we got a couple sheep up here. Look, there's a little baby over here. And here's one that's right here too. So the sheep are in different sizes, adults and babies, and it's cool stuff. They do. They're in different places now, including over in the other area. So, yep. They don't walk yet. They just kind of hang out. But it's all right. And like I said, we fixed our skill point issue right here. So now when it's active and you run, everything works. The game is coming along nicely. All right, we can go and take out all this. Now that I know and I confirmed that it's working without that code in there, and we'll do a quick commit here. All right. So my idea with the I wanted to macros on here 0.03. Let's make it, how about 5%? All right, that should heal a little bit better. And we'll wait for the game to start back up. All right, the weather system is working nice. I do like that. And there's only 3 current weathers, so it's either sunny, cloudy, or stormy. I can hear, I don't know if you can at all, but I can hear the rain, and it sounds pretty good. But this is it, right? So your inventory is now working pretty good. I have not dedicated the spots yet to what they need to be, but eventually, like, I want to make it so that this is how it's going to work, right? So the blue slots are going to be your gear, and I'm probably going to put like a tiny little emblem of the piece here, like grayed out a little bit to resemble what it needs to be. And this is what you start with, all level 1 gear. And I need to add stats to it. Once I have the stats, all your current stats are going to start showing up in here. So I think that's coming along pretty nice. Since you're here, Tiamat, how are things going with your game? All right. This should be highlighting on all of the squares now. There. Oh, we need to move the portrait now over a little bit, so I'll put it right here. So we're gonna take it over to the right, probably 20 pixels down by, let's go 10, and see what that looks like. Right? Am I already in it? I'm in it. Portrait. Here you are. Tiamat, Rookie's not doing much progress right now. Okay. But you're getting along with Carnage Carnival. Excellent. And soon, hopefully, can at least provide some nice humanoid models. You can go away from the block look. Nice. Also, the core game loop is in place and now working out the win condition. Excellent. I don't have a win yet. I'm slowly working through things. I need to work on the story a little bit. And to do the story, I am going to be using this software. And it's a writing assistant database, whatever, right? It's software to help you write. But it doesn't really, it's not there to write the stuff for you. It's you are writing it, but it helps you organize it, right? You can organize the chapters and how things are connected. It can help with where maps are, where things are located in your story, that kind of stuff. And it helps you, like I said, organize it by people and factions or however you want to do it. And I have notebooks. I have so many notebooks, so many, filled with stories, poems, writings, all that stuff that I used to do all the time, because I used to publish D&D modules. So I wrote stuff for those, for like Dungeons and Dragons. I have some of that stuff published, and I have poems published. But that was all from like 20 years ago. But some of the story for this game is coming out of those. So I'm like, oh, I want to separate it and help organize it a little better. So that's what this is going to be for. Right. Alright. I hear Sophie making a bunch of noise. But yeah, this is what I want to work on. So that's what I want to use for that. I have like the first six quests all finished. I need to finish up some of the stuff inside the cave, right? But you know, so it's this one. If you want to check it out, it's really designed for helping with visualization and creating and organizing your thoughts, for just writing. And I was like, well, it's probably the best one that I found, and I want to use it. So I'm like, all right. And like I said, I need to transfer still all the stuff that I used to, because I handwrite all that stuff. It's just a habit. Silver, you're headed off for now. Hope I have a great rest of stream. I appreciate it. It was nice to see you, and thank you for the air scenting there. There we go. All right. I appreciate it, Silver. I hope you have a great day. And just adding to the stinkiness there. I appreciate that. Tribute fart. Yes. Yep. All right. Oh, and I heard it. Sophie treat. Brent, welcome in with a Sophie treat. Let's switch over to Sophie camera. She is patiently waiting. I know someone's been slacking on their Sophie treats. That is true. But at least you are here to hold that up, right? Yep. All right. Oh, and Brent, I fixed the skill issue. I'm not 100% sure what it was that was causing it, but what I ended up doing was I deleted all the code. I deleted everything that I wrote yesterday, and in doing so, I realized I was overwriting things. At the top of the step, like it was essentially declaring things, and then somewhere down, almost in the same exact frame, it was erasing it. So nothing was getting done. That's what happens when you try to code and you're not thinking right. But it is fixed. So it now works. Yeah, I mean, it happens, right? You write code, you're not really thinking right, you're distracted, doing stuff, whatever, and it's just escaping you on why it wouldn't work. But like I said, I deleted everything I did yesterday morning, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just starting over with it, and it worked. And like I said, while I was removing stuff, I realized I was like, oh, I'm kind of like overriding it. So yeah. But what I started working on last night a little bit, or yesterday as well, and then this morning before starting stream, is the new inventory. So what will be, it'll look like this, right? What are you doing, Soph? Hi. So this is the new inventory. The blue slots are going to be the gear, right? And all the orange slots are your items, other items, right? And then everything in the blue is going to provide you a stat. And those stats are going to be here in this spot. I got rid of where it used to be green, but I got rid of these. And I made these into normal items instead of the quick bar. I think for this particular game, I just was not feeling the quick slot stuff. So that's gone. But I'm slowly moving the portrait over here, and yeah. This took actually me a little bit yesterday, right? So to get this to work, like I had to kind of like redo this in different like areas, and I had to redraw some of the boxes, and then drew the space for here, right? And brought it over, and then drew the colors on them in here. So the colors were done inside GameMaker. But yeah, and then realigned them. And it's all working pretty good, I think. The items are in, so they have like their name and a description. They do sell, and you can buy them back, so they are working for that. But they don't have stats or anything yet. And the inventory looks terrible when you go to the store. Right? I need to readjust how the store layout looks with a new, bigger inventory system. So, yeah, it just like pushes it. So, I need to fix that at some point. But let's fix that little portrait. Yeah, here's this. And like I said, all I did was add some stuff in, and then the color is all on one layer. All right, inventory. I was looking for the portraits. Portrait. Right here. So if we're going to bring it over 25, we'll make this a positive of 10. And we're going to bring it down. Let's go 10. So -5. All right. That should bring the portrait in more. I've been doing it small bits at a time. Anyways, how are things going, Brent? Wait for the game. There it is. And then wait for OBS. There. Not bad. Still working on your skill tree. Got to sleep soon, though. True. I have all this working that well, except for this one and this one, because I'm still working on these two. But these are working, and I did switch back to using a 32 by 32 skill image, because I think for this style game, it just works a little better, right? It just, even though the other ones were really nice, they were just a bit too big and really detailed. So I just didn't want it to take away from it. So I was like, okay. So I made it, got some 32 by 32 ones. And these are going to get connected. Like I was practicing with these ones, right? But for testing, I took it away so I could get to this real quick. That's all. But yeah, it's starting to look nice. And I'll figure out a layout at some point here. But this side is the utility side, and this is the essentially like battle side. All right, if we hit I, okay, that's better. The portrait is now right here. I think that looks okay. I'm kind of happy with how this is starting to look. It really kind of looks like an inventory now. What you want to do, though, Brent, is what you want to do is build the tree how you want it to be and have a debug button that just levels up all the skills to the levels you want to test them at. Nice. So is it a button that provides you like a whole bunch of skill points, or just automatically makes everything top tier, like top level on it? I do need to figure this out. On here, this one, I want to make it so that it tiers up, right? So that you have level 1, level 2, level 3 on it. Like it starts with healing you at a certain point, and you can level it up 3 times. But I don't want it to make it so that when I get to that, like, it doesn't need all 3 to be able to move on. Once you have 1 point on here, you can continue. So, yeah. Stat bonuses, yeah. Yep. Or maybe have a little offshoot to it and a smaller one right here, and you could level that up. And like each one of those will add to it. So I haven't figured out how I want to do it yet, but that's all right. Each skill node has a function named set level. If it has more than 1 level, you want to get used to using stat bonuses. Yeah, so you can make it that when you draw the line, you leave the required level at its default value of 1. True. Then you only need 1 level in it to get to the next one. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, but overall, it's coming in together. Yep. I'm having a little bit of trouble typing though. Yesterday, after stream, I did get the grill put together. However, taking the grill outside, I squished my finger, I guess, and broke a bunch of like blood vessels in it, so it's puffy and a little bit black and blue. So it's having a trouble like bending for typing. So I'm sure I'll be fixing some fat finger coded mistakes, but that's okay. Like I said, I need to figure out my stat bonuses for stuff. This is level 1 equipment. This is what you're going to start with. So, and I'm going to make it so these items, the only thing that'll be able to go into the blue will be the gear. Right? So you'll take it from here, place it where it needs to go. Yeah, or I might be able to make it so that if you double click it, it knows where to go. Right? But double clicking it doesn't do anything yet. It just makes it hop. All right. Let's think about what I need to do. I know I need to fix... here, we'll show this. Right? Let me give myself enough experience to hit level 4. So now I can go there, and I can do a skill point there. And we're at 55, right? So now we'll go into a fight. This is what it was supposed to do. Let me turn that off. Let me get a couple things done. All right. We are in the green. We're going to take an end turn. Take some more damage. Oh, I already did it. All right. I'm at 53 out of 55. If I end turn, you'll see a green number pop up right here. Right? And so it's going to heal me for... currently it's set to 5%. There. So it healed me for 3. I take 2, and I'm down to 53. So it heals up and then loses it. Right? But it's set to a percent, not a solid number. So as you go up, it'll heal you more for you. Yeah, it only happens in the green, right? So when you end your turn, or even when Tavian, like when your companion ends the turn in the green, it will heal you. So it's a good combo type thing. Yeah, and I was thinking maybe that's an additional skill at some point. You know, maybe it's a enhancement to the skill you already have. Also, I see ads are about to go off. When they do, I'm going to take a quick be right back, uncover Arwen, and fill up my coffee. Yeah, an offshoot of it, right? So an enhancement to that skill. All right, there are the ads. I'm going to take that, be right back. I will see everybody in a few moments. Hang tight. All right. We're back. There we are. All right. So where were we? Oh yeah, fixing on this. Yeah, I think an offshoot or something for that particular skill to allow you some extra stuff to help in the yellow, and maybe something for the red, right? Might be useful. So yeah, I think that'd be good. And I need to start figuring out some gear stuff, right? All right. How did I get a bunch of money? What did I do? What? All right, let's just restart the game. Oh, I think I know why. All right, we're gonna restart the game and validate if my thought is right. All right, when starting, I should be at 25. Yes. Now, when I hit P, it grants me up to level 4, completing the first 3 quests. And if I hit I again, I'm at 1 silver 15. And the reason is, it's officially, like, when I do the cheat to get to level 4, it gives me everything that it does for completing quests 1, 2, and 3. So that's where that money came from. All right. And I have it so that right now, 100 copper equals 1 silver. And I think I have it set so that 1 silver or 10 silvers equals 1 gold. Just basing it on the way our currency works, right? So pennies, dimes, dollar. All right. Let's grab Tavian here. If we come in, let's grab a quest. Oh, we already completed it. Did that not work right? Oh, I need to fix over here too. All right. That's good to know. You can't really see it, but the player info needs to come up a little bit. And the XP bar does not need to be that wide, so it needs to be smaller. The text maybe could be a little smaller if it doesn't start messing it up. But all this needs to come up just a little bit. That way, this companion's okay. I haven't built in an experience level system on the companion yet. So they will start leveling up as well. And then I need room on the bottom here for another companion, and I think that'd be good. And I've kind of been thinking, along the way you find a wisp, right? But you're told, hey, it's because you can't see it into the deep dark cave. You need to go to it, right? So I think that's an okay introduction for the wisp. I don't know, trying to think of different things. And you get sent to go find the wisp. The wisp is in a cave somewhere in its own little area. And yeah. All right, so we'll go on auto attack there. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Space. Okay. There. And these chests only currently have copper in them, but as I discover and create more items, I'll be able to put more things into the treasure chest, right? And they drop after every a chance to drop after every battle. There's a chance to find them throughout the world, that kind of thing. What, Arwen? All right, I think just staring at the inventory a little bit, right? I need some way to make normal items only show up inside the orange area. So, right, that's kind of what we want, right? So I'm going to take a picture of this just so I don't have to keep starting the game to look at things. And we'll close this. We'll open up whiteboard. We'll just put it like right here. All right. So I think if we make an item normal, it's going to be a new flag inside the inventory system. And Jeepin, good morning. Nice to see you. You missed all the excitement.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello there. Democracy. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Yep. There was lots of excitement first thing this morning. Silver came in, subbed, gifted subs, created a hype train, all kinds of fun stuff. It was exciting. So we're working on inventory right now, right? And I think what I'm going to do is probably create a new constructor in here that identifies it as a normal item or not. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Because what I want is regular items, which is this part of the list up here under food, that kind of stuff. I want a flag in it. I want some sort of parameter that I enter into the constructor that identifies it. So I'm going to probably do that. Right? Because this is the goal. Like, I want the blue to only allow these items in it. And then we'll be able to figure it out. So all right. What I'm thinking. Oh, hold on. Let me think. I don't know what I'm thinking yet. Item name or key name, sprite, item cost, description, use, stackable. I think we're going to say slot type. Tires. I mean, we can make tires. They're just not going to be able to go anywhere. You're still tired? Yeah. I was a little worn out too. And yep. I did not get up at my first alarm. Yeah, I know. All right. After target self, I think we're gonna add a new one. So we'll make this slot type equals general. You didn't hear me get up? Yeah. I mean, we're tired. That's all. All right. So we have slot type equals slot type. So now we need to put in different things. Let's start with some of this stuff, right? So we have weapons. And it should look like that. There we are. Weapon. Now, for helm, it's literally just going to be helm. Chest. Then what is this? Gloves. Oops. Gloves. And boots. Okay. That was a sneeze. It's been threatening to sneeze my nose most of the morning. It finally sneezed. I think just look at the sun. True, true. All right. Oh, I am. Even though I mean it's a little black and blue. It's not too bad, but typing a lot is a little rough on the finger I broke the blood vessels on. All right. What I want is going to be not that one. This one. I think I need a couple things. So we're going to take a image of each. Let's do this. Well, yeah. If we open, where do I want it? Maybe I do want it here. Let's take a helm. Open this. Copy it, right? Then we'll close that. Where did the inventory go? There it is. But we want it to be grayed out just a little bit. That might work. Or it's not. What if we... Oh, I need a new layer for this. It should probably be under the shadow. Turn the shadow off. I think that looks okay. So we'll put it on this layer and we'll do a helm. Right. We also need a chest. And we come in and we'll put that one here. All right. Then we're going to do, let's do boots. There. Now we need the gloves. Right? And we have a sword. And we can put that there. All right. So now when we run the game, we should have those spots available. Let's run it for a minute and just see what that looks like. Maybe. It's running. It's just taking a minute. There we are. All right, so when we start it and come in, that's what it's going to look like. And then you'll be able to, because they'll be in here, you'll be able to put your items into the slots. And it'll look like that. I feel like this is brighter than it should be. Did I forget to turn the shadow back on? There we go. All right. Just kidding. Let's do it again. Come on. Okay. So now we start it. They are perfect. They look much darker, but you can see it. And it'll look like that. All right, that's cool. But what we're going to do next, I think, is set it up so that let me think about this. We have these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're going to set this up, and I'm going to write this down on my notes. And we're going to make it so that 1 is equal to our weapon. Let me move this so I can see. We're going to make it so that number 5 is equal to helms. Number 6 is empty. That's 5. This will be 10. So 10 is equal to chest piece. 11 is equal to gloves. 15 is equal to boots. Right? So that is right here. That's kind of our layout that we're doing right here. And yeah. All right. With that, we need to try to come into item data. Give a little more room here. We don't need this like this. There we go. I should probably list. I think I may need to make it an array. So let's do that. I guess right here. Slot gear type. And we'll make this an array, right? If we do first row is our weapon. What do I want? Just that? Yeah. And then helm. Right? That is our first row of the array. The second one is this. 1, 2, 3, 4 chest. And we'll clean up the array here in the way it looks in a second. This one is gloves. 1, 2, 3. Boots. And then we have 3 here. So 1, 2, 3. And those 3 are all empty. And that'll be the end of that array. But let's clean it up. All right. We have that, and we do 1, 2, line that up. This. There. Actually, that's not bad. We could come back in a couple more. Here. Right? And then we have this, and let's get one more space between all these. There. All right. So that is our arrangement of... Nope. Just kidding. It should look like that. It doesn't need to be that way on the array, but for visual, that's what I want. Because that matches this, right? Array, like first line, second line, third line, fourth line. And that's what this is. All right. And Let's see. I'm getting all kinds of messages this morning. Let me check on a couple things here. All right, hold on one second. Okay. Busy morning. That's all. I am going to be working a little bit today, maybe about 3 hours. So work is sending me stuff. It's because I have a meeting. They started putting meetings on Mondays, and normally I didn't work Mondays, but now I've been putting in some hours on Monday. And either I do like overtime, or if I don't have enough like work for the end of the week, I can take it off the end. But let's see. All right, so we're going to put some logic in here. I'm going to put it up in I need to check. I think I already had. Let's pull this up. Let me do a search for if mouse check button released. All right, there we are. Maester, how's it going? It's going well. We're just kind of working on some inventory stuff right now. What I've been doing is organizing this to allow certain items only into the inventory slot, right? So if you're used to playing like a game, your helm goes in a certain slot, your chest piece will go into a certain one, that kind of stuff. That way it'll always know what needs to go in there, and you're not going to be able to put anything else in there. Yeah, gear slots, right? So on here, I made it so that you here. Let me take off the shadow, and you can see it a little bit better. This is the helm slot. This will be the chest, the boots, the gloves, and your weapon. So now that I have that, I'm trying to code in the gear slots. That's all. Trying. Right. Object inventory right here. If dragging, if hovered slots does not equal -1, and hovered slots does not equal dragon slot. That is all correct. Yeah, so that is correct. What we're going to add in is some stuff for it, right? So we're going to change it right here. Because now we have slot type as well. If dragging, if hovered, dragging slot, all right, so this is where I need our required type, which will equal our slot gear type. Did I do it wrong? Slot gear type. Okay, no, I didn't. And this is hovered slot. All right, we got it. Next, we're gonna do, can it be dropped? True. If our required type does not equal whatever, our empty ones, right? Then can drop, it's not equal dragging item. Both. So, let me show you here. Kind of. Right? All the item, well, let me show you on here. The gear slots are the blue, right? So the gear slots are the blue. And everything in the orange will be your normal items. Everything else, from wool to food items to random things you can buy and sell, right? That will all fit in the orange. And the only things that'll be able to go into the blue are going to be the gear. So that's all. So what I'm doing right now is coding it in. Where was I? Oh, I was right here. 29. Nope. Where was I? There I was. So now I'm just kind of coding it in to make it so that only those items will go into those slots, right? And if we can drop, that's where this is going to go. There. So this should now allow me to put those items in it, right? I think. Let's start it. Let's find out. Okay, it started, which is a good thing. Right? And I... Alright, well... We had an error message. It did not... It does not like my slot gear type. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. I did. My slot gear type, or slots, I made an array, and I put that in inventory or item data, and it needs to be in my inventory create event up here with my other arrays. What do we got going on? Mr. Happy early 4th. And the same. Yes, Canada Day is July 1st. So, what's that? Wednesday. Wednesday is Canada Day. People have already started with fireworks and everything else for the 4th. So every night we've been hearing them go off now. Yeah. It's yeah. It'll be a lot of fun this weekend. This year is the 250th, so we expect everything. It's probably gonna be bigger, and we're gonna be somewhere different with an event going on. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right. Stuff is starting where it shouldn't, but let's see what happens when I drop an item in. All right, if I try to put that there, is it doing anything? No, I can move them where they need to. But this is generally how it's supposed to look. So we're getting a little closer, I think, with it. It's getting there. That's all. Okay, so let's say, will it do that? If I drag an item that should not be where it needs to be, will it let it? It still lets it. So it still allows non-gear items into the gear slots. Right? So the idea is once it reads this and identifies it, it will know this is going to be your weapon spot only. And if you don't have the weapon tag, which is here, like these ones have a weapon tag on it, you won't be able to go into that spot. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. So I'm wondering, I think the way it's going to work is only the gear is going to have the tag on it. Anything without a tag is just going to be considered a normal item and won't go into those spots. Right? Because let me run the game again, because it should not. Well, we'll see. All right, so if we start the game, is it on OBS? Yeah. Run this. These are able to go into any slot but so is that. And that is the problem. So what does it mean? Well, I think it kind of means that my stuff here isn't quite where it needs to be. Oh, you can't see it. Right here. So my function item data. Well, let's put a space there. I think I messed up with the direction of stuff here. So I need self put here. Right in between all these. And we'll put it on the weapons too. All right. So now let's debug it and run it. I guess we'll see. All right, lots. Yeah, so lots going on. Hold on. Okay. Let's do this. So now it should only accept this, but it does not. It accepts anything into those slots. All right, so we still have that problem. Yep. All right. I need to answer a couple things real quick on here. So we're just gonna chit chat. Drop into just chatting here for a minute while I get this done. So what's everybody up to? Besides watching me struggle with some coding. Yep. All right, let me see. I need what? You're just getting yourself up and ready for the day. Excellent. let me get this. Right. And then I go back here. When you have busy work days, work is always on top of stuff. And they're like, hey, what about this? What about these? You got to answer stuff while you're in here, right? You're bound to you had to take an Excedrin because your head was hurting. Probably. I get it. Like my head wasn't hurting, but I was definitely a little off this morning. Did he, glad we went to bed early. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it was. I mean, probably could have stayed up, but I think just at the point we were like, you know what? We're happy. We're tired. Let's just get some sleep. The Kokomo drink. Oh yeah, it was pretty sweet. That is why you're feeling rough. Yeah. I can't remember what. Oh, we'll have to look up what was in that drink. That was a big drink. It was like in a hurricane glass. Definitely like a sit by the pool, beach style drink. But it was rough. It looked rough. So, let's see. Plant Ray coconut rum. Yeah. And there was some other stuff in there too, wasn't there? There was so can't get in here. That was this kind of drink is what you had. This big thing. And that's the problem. Like it was a big drink. Yeah. I was trying to look for like a menu sort of. They don't really have like stuff, but you know. All right. Yeah, it looked like it was really like something that was really good. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm answering some stuff. I'm trying to get some work done. It may take me a minute or so, another minute or two here, anyways. We have ads starting in about a minute. So it's probably a good time. I'm going to take a quick be right back. And when we get back from break, we'll be able to get back to things. So I'm going to go ahead and drop into be right back now. Like I said, they're starting in about 30 seconds, anyways. And I will see everybody in a few moments. Hang tight. The right screen first. Right. Welcome back. All right. Work stuff aside. Back to it for a little bit. All right. Okay, so what were we doing? We were attempting to try to fix this and get it so that these slots only accept these items. We're getting pretty close, I think. But it's not quite like there yet. So if it's not labeled a slot or like a thing, it should not allow anything else into that spot, but it is. So I'm not 100% sure what to do with that. Right. Well, right now the issue is all the items are going between the things, right? So all right. We have this. This is the way it's supposed to be, right? So row 0, column 0 should be this. And if it's not fixing it, it should be working. Welcome in, Raiders Flames. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. I am working on inventory stuff right now, and it's just having some issues. That's all. It's not quite doing what I want. That's it. All good. You're getting back in. Excuse me. All good. You're getting back into pixel art. Nice. I recently updated my inventory page, right? My inventory sprite. And so it now... Here, we'll run the game. It looks a little nicer. I added some more slots to it. I'm starting to make gear slots. So, like, for helm, chest piece, legs, that kind of stuff. So, wait for the game. There. So this is it, right? And you can sort of see there, I don't know if you can see it on stream or not, but there is a shadow piece here that shows you where these go. And so the blue ones are meant to be your gear, and the orange ones are going to be all your normal items. And then anything that has stats, this is going to be your stat window right here. I just haven't got to the stats yet. I'm still trying to get this part working. But it's getting closer. So Flames, what are you working on with pixel art? What is your next piece? Because you've done, I was gonna say you've done trees, you've done the tents, a couple other things, and now you're on animal sprites. Excellent. My animal sprites are very basic. She's here somewhere. There is I have a dog in here somewhere. I have sheep, right? These are my sheep. They don't move, except for like they look like they're breathing. That's about it. They don't walk yet. And there's the dog. The dog just moves around but doesn't have like feet that moves. I still have to work on that, but that's it. And the dog needs to be made a little bit smaller. So it's coming along. I do have a wolf in here. And that's kind of it for animals. I only have the sheep, the dog, and the wolf. I've got lots of animations. I know. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, all these trees, they all have like 10 frames each. So lots of stuff. And all the people have 8, like, all the different movements. You're still waiting on a llama. Jeepin'. I have this llama. That's it. There is a llama. It's just not in the game yet. Because I knew you were going to ask me for a llama. So. Yep. Yep. I did show one of the photos and the video of the excursion to the speakeasy last night, Jeepin'. That was fun. I had a good time there. You know, I like finding neat places to go. Yeah, so last night we went to a speakeasy bar, and a speakeasy is a bar that was created during the Prohibition, where the bar itself is hidden and you don't know it's there, and you have to essentially give a password to be allowed in. And then you go in and it's through like some hidden door, whatever, right? So this one has been there for years and years and years, from back when Prohibition was. And it was a lot of fun, right? The upstairs now is a liquor store, which the Prohibition was no liquor, but it was a lot of fun. Here, this is, let me pull it up here. Okay, so this is the video, right? You go and you talk to this dude who, you know, is the guy upstairs, and you had to give him a password, and then he brings you over to a cooler. And then you're like, all right, well, you need to go through the walk-in cooler door. So then he takes you and he's like, all right, have a good night. And in you go, right? And normally it would be more hidden, that kind of stuff back then. But you come in, there's another set of stairs, and you walk down the stairs to your Founders, which is the speakeasy. And you come around, and then you come down here, and there's the bar. Now, this is the bar in there, right? Super neat looking, old style everything. The bar itself was really neat. They make most of everything right there for you. Chisel ice, do all that stuff. Yeah, it was cool stuff. So that was our excitement last night. Yeah, it was a fun time. You know, and the bartenders were like very knowledgeable, which was nice. All right. You want to go back? Yeah, I would. I mean, I think we should go back. Maybe, so let me see here. All right, hold on. Everybody wants my attention this morning. Yeah, we'll have to get some others, like some friends and stuff, and go back there because it was fun, right? And I just heard it. Sophie Treat. Who came in? Pinooch. Good morning. Let me switch over here to the camera. I know. Good girl. Thank you for the Sophie Treat. She appreciates it. All right. All right. I don't need to answer that. Work is a little edgy because they're like, "Oh, are you going to be on today? We have meetings and some stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be there. No worries, work." All right. So I'm struggling a little bit with trying to get the item stuff to work properly, and I don't know why it's not. So here's the issue. Let me start it again. So what are you up to today, Pinooch? All right. Right here, right? This is what should only happen, right? So if the items are here, right, you'll be able to first start when you get started by moving your items into inventory. And each of these have a little grayed out spot so you can see what it is. I might need to make it a little grayer. It looks a little black and dark. But it goes like that, right? That is what is supposed to be happening. Is it? Not necessarily at all. Because it allows me to swap out items, and an apple should not be going where your helm is. I'm just saying. That's it. It's going to be a hot week. I think it's going to be a hot week here too. Maybe. Right? Yeah, it's going to be, I mean, actually, this is a little cooler. 92, 91, 93. Saturday, 93. It's supposed to be pretty nice most of the week. Now, we're going to Roswell, and it's going to be hot. Friday, Saturday, it'll be almost 100 there. So it'll be all right. But it's a hot time. Hot time indeed. Right? All right. It's got to be in my code for this. And I think my issue, you've always wanted to go to Roswell. We are going here, so you can check it out. UFO Festival in Roswell. That is what we're going to. a UFO festival in Roswell is the best thing I can think of, and we'll be there for the 4th of July. They're gonna have fireworks. They're gonna have all kinds of stuff, and people going everywhere. We're gonna try to get into Area 51. I wish. Totally wrong state, but I wish. Area 51's in Nevada. Yeah, it's in Nevada, I think. Yeah, it's not here. It's not in New Mexico. So if we look at a map here, right? It's in this state right here. Where Roswell's down in here. Little bit of a distance. It's like 10 hours away. I'm pretty sure it's in Nevada. Where is Area 51? There. It's right there. Right here. Yeah. It's in Nevada. That's it. If you want to look at it, you can look it up online. Can't see much. There's whatever this is. Look how long, super long runway. And then, you know, that's about it. Yep. A couple years ago, oh, well, a good number of years ago now, I think, there was some flash mob that was trying to, like, invade Area 51. And I was like, I wanted to go to that so bad. I was like, oh, that'd be so much fun. I was like, I'll get arrested, but, you know, it'd be fun. Almost did it. Yeah. Yep. I don't know what came out of it. Inside, yeah, it was in 2019 or so. Inside the storm Area 51, nothing came out of it. Yeah. A few thousand dedicated fans all showed up. Raid. Only about 75 people actually gathered there. And they got to the perimeter. Yeah. A couple people were detained, minor offenses, trespassing, public urination, no major breaches, that kind of stuff. But I was like, you know what? It'd still be fun, but I didn't do it. Yep. Kelmar, it is the worst kept secret. Everyone knows where Area 51 is now. They still keep it a secret, like the planes that fly in. You can't see who's there. You don't know what is actually goes on there, but everyone knows where it is. So it's the worst kept secret now. And they use the technology now where, like, they have thermal cameras everywhere, so you can't get close. They even, assuming they're using that heartbeat monitor stuff, so they can identify the electrical signal off your heartbeat. And when you get too close, it identifies somebody's there. So, as a failsafe. Yep. I'm thinking maybe a Dr. Oken from Independence Day still works. You never know. You never know. He could. All right. I think I'm just editing this because I think what I forgot to do here was put my data slot type. Right? Nope. Data dot slot type. And it equals a required item. Required type. All right. I think that was my issue. I forgot to label it or finish labeling it correctly. I only typed half of it. I probably got distracted. I'm gonna blame you, chat. I got distracted and forgot to finish typing that out. Yeah. All right, let's run it. See what happens. Well, it's starting. That's a good thing. Oh, there we are. All right. All right, that's what it's supposed to look like. Like it's supposed to start with all the items here in the bag, right? Because all right, can I put a sword here? All right. Oh, okay. So we're halfway there. We're halfway there. I cannot put a item that doesn't belong into the wrong slot. So that can go there. That'll go there. This one can go here, and that goes there. All right, we're getting closer. We're getting closer with it. Yep. So now I think when the game starts, what I want it so that all the items start in the orange, right? So we're going to let's think about this. Add items. I want to look up add items. Okay. It doesn't find it. Inventory. Maybe it's in data. Drop. Use items, get items. Add item. Right here. Function. So add item function. This is where we're going to do that, right? I want to add in we have our if item is stackable. This stuff is fine. We can leave that. That checks and validates if I'm stackable. But here, I'm going to add a parameter, maybe. Let me double check here. If items this, we can get rid of my debug message there. Turn false. I think it's okay. I don't know. I don't know. I think we're gonna. I need to modify this, right? Because we have if stackable item or variable of this my for loop here. That's okay. idle quantity true. My for loop for all right. I think we're gonna add in a if statement in here. If we're gonna do a very if a struct exists, we're gonna check for slot gear, like for self and slot gear type. I think those are the two things. And then we'll check for array length. I think adding that might add in a check. Oops. Self. Let's do slot gear type. Nope, that's right. And I is less than our array length. Array length. And we're going to say, oops, slot. So, I want it to be slot gear type. And then increment of slot gear type. So, array length, slot gear type. And slot gear type increment. And then we say does not equal this. So that way, because of the way I have it set, it should be fine because it won't allow ones that don't have that are just assigned this. I think that's all right. And this right here comes from here. So, all right, let's just run it. Let's see what comes out of this. All right. Well, that didn't work. Like, it works once they're in here. You can move these things around wherever you want. But they won't work in any spot that is not designed for it. But it starts the game odd. All right. Well, I think that's going to have to be where I stop. I'm going to have to end stream just a little bit early. I do have a work meeting, and unfortunately work has been getting in the way of Mondays. So unfortunately, that's just kind of the way it goes, right? So that was it. That's gonna be it for today. Let's see who's on. I hear you, Sophie. Oh, she's looking up the stairs, grumbling. She is already hearing Jeeping up there moving around, and she's like, I know, I want a treat, right? All right. She did. She heard you, and that's just kind of the way it is, right? So now she's gonna start barking for it. Let's distract her. Let's give her a Sophie treat real quick. Thanks to you, Pinooch. Come here, Soph. All right. Well, there we are. I appreciate everyone for being here. We are going to raid out. We're going to go visit Delric and see what he's working on today. Next weekend, there is no stream from me no stream from either of us on Friday or Saturday. Sunday, no stream from me. Probably no stream from Jeepin. I'm not sure what time in the afternoon we're going to get back, but it might be a spontaneous stream from her. I don't know. An unknown whether or not I will stream Monday or not. So that might be a spontaneous stream for me or not. I don't know. But don't forget, today at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, Jeepin has her cooking stream, and it'll be a good time, right? It's always is. So let's go say hi to Delric, get our day started, and I hope everyone has a good one. And I will just chat with you all later. Have a good one. Bye.